Good morning everybody and welcome back to another vlog. I hope that you are well. I am talking quietly because it is 5:30 in the morning and I'm just about to head to my morning Pilates class. It is my favourite morning of the week. I love doing a Pilates class, especially at 6, just so I feel like I can get my workout of the day done. And then I can come back and I've got a bunch of things to do today. I've got to go and get my trainer and done. I'm basically going to my Pilates. I'm going to come back. I've got a couple of things to do work-wise that I need to do in the first few hours of this morning, and then I am filming for my clothing Instagram, and I am also going to be packing for London because we are going to London tomorrow for 2 days. So I thought you could come along with me. I'm also going to go and treat myself to a nice little solo lunch date at one of my favourite coffee shops called Daily Grind in Derby. Ignore the TV, it does that all the time. So yeah, I thought I would just bring you along with me and show you the little things that I do throughout the day that make a bit of a difference when you're having a bit of like a self-care day to yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. So everybody, I'm home. I did my Pilates class. It's currently 9:15, so I did my Pilates class at 6. I got home for about 7:15, and I had my breakfast and have basically been doing some admin bits for my wedding singing, just so I can have the rest of the day clear. But I went to the loo before I started my Pilates class at the studio, and I actually started my period this morning, which isn't great. I could definitely feel like endo pains when I was doing a workout, but it was so much better. Please ignore my tan. It doesn't look that bad in person. Do you know what winds me up? I wiped my hand yesterday, like I washed it, wiped it. It still clings. Anyway, yeah, it still feels better to do Pilates than any other workout class. Normally I just completely give up. So I was very proud of myself. I'm going to have an everything shower now. My hair needs a desperate wash. I'm currently using the Colour Wow, I think it's like Colour Protect shampoo and conditioner. And then I'm using some products from Umberto Gianni afterwards. I really want to try out some products that I've recently got and use a diffuser that I've got as well. In fact, let me show you. When I get out of the shower, I've used this for the longest time. I've actually had it, I want to say over a year, and it's literally, I think to be honest, it's run out. It is the Redken Colour Gloss. It's basically the heat protectant that I use, and it also smells unreal, so I'll try and spray that whatever is left. I have been spraying the Colour Wow Dream Coat. This is also nearly empty, but I do have another one. Still some in there, but I do have another one for when I run out. Bits from Umberto Gianni. So this is what I will be using after I get out of the shower. So, sorry, this is actually Colour Wow before I go on to that. This is a speed dry, blow dry spray. I actually got this a while ago and my hairdresser used it on me last time I went, and to be honest, I don't know if it's working, I don't know if it does anything, but I do put it on sometimes and I do feel like my hair does dry in a quicker amount of time, but I'm not too sure. I don't know the specifics on it. But yeah, so I am going to put that in because it takes a while to dry my hair, so anything that can help. And then I got gifted these gorgeous bits. I also got gifted some bits for curly hair. I'm not going to do it today because we are going to London tomorrow, so I don't want to wash my hair, do something, not be happy with it, or don't know how it's going to turn out. So I'm going to do that next week, but I'm basically using these bits at the minute. So I use the Blowout Frizz Styling Cream. I use this on wet hair. I just rub it in my hands and then put it through my hair, and I have noticed a massive difference. And then I've also been using the Frizz Oil. Again, I just put it in my hands and then just rub it through my wet hair. Again, felt a massive difference. This is a leave-in conditioner today because it says you should use a small amount through clean towel dried hair, and it says do not rinse out, just comb through and follow your heat styling or air drying as usual. And because my hair, I'm going to have it, I'm going to wash it today, which is Wednesday. It's going to be styled for Thursday, Friday and Saturday because when we get back I have another wedding, so I am going to use this today as well. But for the curly hair process, all of the products that I've seen needs to obviously be dried when you're scrunching your hair with a diffuser. And I've had my hairdryer for years and years and years. And I'm not joking when I say that. I think I've had this hairdryer since I was at least 14, I want to say. So I don't know what head would go on top of it, but I do have the Mark Hill Air Wrap, and I've got the Flexi Air Styler, the diffuser, or is that what the I think that's what the product's called, the Flexi Air Styler. And I got the diffuser to go on the end of that. So when you're obviously scrunching your hair up, this helps a lot. So I got that to basically help. Okay, I've gotten ready and I have laid everything out on the bed. I've literally put all of the outfits that I want to take content with out on the bed. And I sometimes do like clothing orders and I get it all out and I think, oh, I'm not too sure, but I'm actually obsessed with every single thing. You will have to obviously look at my Instagram, but I'll show you some bits. But with my period coming on, 1, it's making me a little grumpy, I'm not gonna lie. 2, I had my breakfast and then I had a breakfast bar and then I've just had some like M&S pop chips and I'm still hungry. So I think I'm gonna go out now to get some food. It's 11:45. Basically, the place that I like to go, I took a photo of her menu the other day because I went in with my sister and I thought, oh yeah. And she basically does like loaded sourdough. You can't get that to take away because she doesn't have the right boxes to take that away yet. But she does have some bowls. So she's run out of the acai bowls, but there's loaded yogurt bowl and there's overnight oats. And I feel like I might go for an overnight oats. I feel like that's going to fill me up, quite stodgy. It's organic oats, vanilla whey, Greek yogurt, oat milk, topped with fresh fruit and a choice of your topping. I'll just have to ask what fresh fruit it is because I have a fruit allergy to some fruits. And then I think I'm going to go with Nutella on top. If it's strawberry and banana on the top, like in terms of the fruit, yes please. And I'm also going to get a banana bread matcha, which is so exciting. So I do a little mukbang whilst I'm here. I'm just going to film for my Instagram story, but we're going to taste test the banana bread matcha that I've got. My favourite daily grind coffee. I've got a banana bread matcha, so let's give it a whirl. Oats bowl. We've got Nutella, strawberry and banana, and it's with vanilla whey. It's with oat milk, which is beautiful. So let's try this. That is me to a T. Nutella, strawberry, banana, vanilla whey, organic oats, and it's with oat milk, and I can't remember what else, but it's absolutely insane. Just something that I want to come out and get for lunch. I'm obsessed. This is incredible. To answer some things that I get asked quite often on my Instagram, or pretty much my Instagram, because there's a few recently, like very regularly asked questions that I thought I would answer for you guys. A lot of you have asked about my endo before, and I'm really not shy about talking about it because when I was first going through the process, I really struggled to find somebody that I could also relate to and someone who has also been through the same thing as me. So I'm really not shy about talking about it, and I really want to use my platform to let women know that they're not by themselves, because if you look at the statistics, 1 in 10 women do struggle with endometriosis, so it is a more common thing than you think. I've probably got chocolate all over me, and I am on my period, so it's a very current time to be talking about it. I was actually diagnosed before Christmas last year with endometriosis, and a lot of people ask me how, because I haven't had a laparoscopy yet, which is the operation that you need to basically tell you that you've got endo. So I basically had a lot of internal scans, and I also had an MRI, which wasn't the nicest of experiences, I'm not gonna lie, just because I'm someone that really is scared of like needles and operations and all things like that. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, and it was something that needed to happen and needed to be done. I'm ruining this drawer. So sorry. I'm just going to take this off. Oh, I'm going to cause an absolute ruckus. Yeah, so I had an MRI and basically the results came back to say that they could see endometriosis definitely on my ovaries and also on my bowel, which was obviously a really daunting thing to hear, because I feel like a lot of people almost have a bit of like a sigh of relief. But I know from the age of 14 that I've had this, and I've known that since I've known about it, and it's not something that gets taught at school or anything that I've heard about before, but since I heard about it I thought, yeah, I've definitely got that. And I just think you have to advocate for yourself, and I'm somebody who really struggles with that and is rubbish at advocating for themselves. I hate confrontation, I hate standing up for myself, but with this I thought, no, I absolutely have to stand my ground and make sure that they're hearing me. Interlude. I don't think I've ever had overnight oats before. I've definitely had overnight Weetabix. Frequently asked questions is people basically asking me to talk about my experience and what I've sort of found the hardest in my endometriosis journey. Was definitely not feeling heard and advocating for myself, because like I say, I do really struggle with that. But I also just found it really hard to come to terms with what it means every month, because I really struggle with pain and bloating, and when it comes it feels like I have the life sucked out of me, and that sucks because I can be singing at a wedding, I can be taking content, and it's not the nicest of experiences at most times, if I'm honest. And it's not always just the time of the month, it can be just randomly in the month. I find when I'm ovulating, it tends to get quite painful as well. And I actually did track everything for a while a few months ago, because if I'm honest, when you are going through your endo journey, you do start to think about like kids and like what your future sort of looks like, and included in that is sometimes obviously looking at like your cycle and stuff. But it's really hard to know in life what to do and feel like you're rushing something that's really important just because you're scared that it won't ever happen, if that makes sense. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but yeah, that's basically what I found the hardest. But I'm really lucky that I've got an amazing, incredible support system around me. My best friend Katie is incredible. She also does weddings with me sometimes because she's a content creator, and she always makes sure that I'm looked after and cared for. One of my friends, Zara, she is incredible, like incredible. And then also I've obviously got my family, Alex. He is the most incredible support system I could ever wish for. If I ever wake up in the night and I need someone to get me something, he is there straight away, and it's just amazing. So I'm very lucky, and I would definitely say surround yourself with people who get it. There is definitely people who will drop out of your life because they don't get it, but you know, that's absolutely fine. That's just growing older and stuff. So if you have any questions on endo, let me know, because I sometimes sit down to film something and it's a very long-winded video and I think nobody wants to hear this. I just thought I saw something. I think it's a bird. I always think nobody wants to hear this, but I just think it's because I'm not having a structure on what I'm talking about. So if you want to know anything like step by step, or you want to know my journey from start to finish or anything, just let me know and I will do that for you. The vlogs that I'm doing are titled, you know, self-care day, looking after yourself, romanticising your life. Whilst also having the, what's the word, the relatability and the thing of also just showing your day-to-day life. Like, not every day is like each hour romanticising everything. Like, you do have times where it's, you get that photo, sir, you get that. You also obviously, like, there's times in the day where you have to work or you have to do bits and bobs, but I just think I was feeling so lethargic and not okay before this, but now I actually feel so happy. Ella keeps getting stuck on the spoon, so I apologise if I'm giving anyone the ick. About is being self-employed, because I actually became self-employed at the age of 23? No. Yes, but fully self-employed at the age of 24. I'll be turning 26 next month. And I have a lot of you ask me about it. And if I'm honest, I'm still learning. and I'm still going through the process, and I would say this year has been the hardest year out of my business in total. I've had my business 3 years, and when your business is relying on social media quite a lot, it is quite a hard task, because a lot of my bookings come from Instagram, and a lot of times I really tried to prioritise my mental health this year, because last year I didn't see my family hardly at all. I didn't have a good relationship with my sister, in terms of I just didn't put in the time, and she is in such a pivotal moment in her life where she is 17. She is going through school, she's going through the transition of going to uni, and I don't want to miss that at all, because she is honestly my life and soul. I love her so much. This tattoo is actually for her, because Rose is in her name, and I got this was my first ever tattoo at the age of 18, and I love her so much. She is the most incredible woman, because that's what she is now, and yeah, she is a huge, and I also have a bracelet with her name on. She's a huge part of my life, and I didn't want to miss out on that. But also I need to take time obviously for my relationship and stuff, and my home and my family and everything. So I am learning along the way, and especially when you're in the wedding industry, it's really hard, because the summer season is your most busiest season, but the summer season is when everyone is doing stuff, going on holidays. The winter is not as bad because it's a little bit quieter, but also you're just doing cozy things rather than going out and enjoying the sun, etc. I definitely say I'm still learning. What I would say is it is the best thing that I've ever done. I would never take that back. I used to work in HR before I worked in the wedding industry, and it destroyed my soul, and it was not for me at all. And I would definitely say, if you're in a job that you hate or is draining your soul, or life is way too short, and I know that's really silly to say, and you're probably thinking, well, it was all right for you, you know, you had a business, etc. But I promise you, if you're miserable in a job, you need to leave it, and you need to find another one ASAP, because the way that it changed me, not just mentally but physically, upon 3 stone, I completely let go of myself. I fully turned to food. It wasn't great. Really bad opinion on eating, which is something that fuels us every single day. So yeah, it completely destroyed me, and I don't recommend that for anybody at all. So if you are struggling, I would definitely say look for something that makes you happy. Singing's always been my thing and always been my hobby, and now it's turned into my job. I still love it as much, but it's your job and it's what you make money from. So sometimes you do feel a little pressured, or you do think, do I love it as much as I do? And you do, but it's just really hard. And this is why I've started doing social media, because this has now become my hobby, and it's something that I absolutely love and adore, and it makes me happy. And when I have that time to myself, I really love putting outfits together and taking vlogs. And my problem is I vlog all the time and I never put them anywhere, and I really need to stop doing that. So if you're enjoying this, let me know in the comments, because that is the biggest thing that I do. This bit of Nutella that got stuck on the lid, I definitely need to eat. Apart from where you're sat in the car, so I hope that this stays on. It also keeps wobbling, but I'm not too sure of this gimbal, if you're all good. What is that? It's definitely the best thing that I've ever done in my life, but it's definitely, I've never worked as hard as I have. And I went into my first proper job when I was 17 and left the corporate world when I was 24. So it is the best thing that I've ever done, but I've never worked so hard. You got to think, you wake up in the morning, you have access to everything straight away. So my Instagram, my emails, everything. You work throughout the day, then in the evening you see something and you think, oh, I'll get back to that, or oh, I've got this to do, or you're every single department. It is a lot, but I would never, it's so bright, I would never change it ever, because I love it. Dream, and I'm working toward this, and I'm putting this out here, let's manifest. My dream is to be able to do weddings and social media, because when I tell you, my biggest dream is to be a wedding singer, which is what I'm living, but also to inspire women to feel okay in their body, and not just people that have a chronic illness, just anybody who needs that confidence. And I'm learning along with you, which I think is the beauty of it. Like, I'm not stood here going, I love my body, I love everything, like I feel like I have everything figured out. I'm also going through the stages with you guys as well, and that's what I love the most. And I also love putting together an outfit, like a colourful outfit, and I feel like some people struggle with that, and I also have in the past struggled with finding your own style and stuff. But I just want to inspire people to wear things that bring them joy and don't see getting dressed as a chore, because I used to see getting dressed as a chore, especially when I first got the feels of me having endo and dressed. I hated getting dressed so much because I was just like, what is the point? All I'm going to do is feel rubbish. I'm just going to feel bloated. I'm not going to enjoy what I'm putting on. Especially like if me and Alex went on a date night and I would get dressed and I'd want to look really cute or, you know, sexy or whatever, and I just didn't feel it at all. Like, it's just, you know, it's not a nice feeling, and I really want to inspire women. Something that I'd also love to do, which I attempted at the start of the year, but unfortunately I just didn't have time to do it, is create little like evenings for people to come along to that are in their 20s or their 30s, that are looking to meet girls and, you know, friends in your 20s and your 30s, and just having nice little evenings where it's like paint a part, or it's book club. I'm gonna sneeze. Someone's interested and you're in Derby and you think I would love to do that, let me know, because I would love to organise something. We are first outfit on. Now guys, this is so out of my comfort zone. However, this colour combo is everything and more. So, let me show you. I have a cardigan that is basically this, but in blue. And I got it and I absolutely love it. I've only worn it a handful of times because it is a cardigan, but this in the autumn, you best believe it's coming out. And when I saw they had a pink colourway, I had to get it. The only thing obviously that, well, not obviously, I'm not sure on the shorts. For me, these are a bit short. I'm on my period and I've just eaten, so the bloat is bloating. But I am 26 this year, and I know that that's not old or anything, but I feel like I've passed the stage of wearing short shorts. However, these are so in at the minute, these shorts. I don't know if you can see. No, Mr. Wasp, please leave. Let me just take you down. I've actually got on like my pink, what are these? These are Adidas Specials, I want to say. And yeah, I am actually obsessed. I love, 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 love this colourway. I just said to Alexander that I feel like everyone's going to go crazy for this outfit. So this is the cardigan version of the top I've just tried on, which I love. The colour combo for me is just everything. I'm obsessed. It is literally the same as this, but it has got pink in there rather than the blue. And I'm loving a stripe at the minute. I feel like stripes are really in and doing their thing. So, and also what I love is the buttons don't go right to the bottom, so it is almost like it cinches you a little bit. And then I've just got on this Zara satin skirt that I have that I haven't actually had a chance to wear out yet, but I love. I also feel like you could dress this up and dress this down, because you could wear the trainers that I was literally just wearing. You could wear these gorgeous, they are Adidas, I think they're Specials, I don't know if I'm just making that up. You could wear that trainer, or just a classic Samba, or you could wear, if you've got a pair of mules, that would be my preferred, but you could even put a pink heel on. Let's get... Okay, you eat before the camera does. So, I have on this little striped cord. I must say, I don't love it as much as I thought I was going to. I never say this about a graphic t-shirt because I love an oversized look, but I would love if this top was smaller. I've just got it all positioned, so I'm not going to do it yet, but I'll show you at the end. If I untuck it, it goes quite long, and I would prefer for it to be a little bit shorter, because these shorts for me are a little bit more of a perfect length. They cover the bum more, they're a bit longer, they are hiked up at the side a bit just because I've tucked in the tags. So they look a bit strange at the minute, but I was actually feeling quite good about this two-piece, just because, you know, when like you go for a coffee or you're working from home and you have a little bit more of a chill day, or even out and about, I do think this would be a cute outfit. I've untucked the top, so it just covers the shorts. I mean, I do like it, but I'm not obsessed. I was thinking like, you know, like an airport outfit, this would be really cute. Again, you're eating first. I have on this top from Next. I'm obsessed. This little lobster has actually beads all over it. These shorts, it's actually a skirt, has upset me because it is pinching the sides out. I swear I got a 10 because I just would. Do you know what I mean? Let's double check. Libby, I got it in an 8. How silly. I'm in a 10. I should have got them in a 10 or even a 12. They're going to fit. This is like, I'm going to pass out if I wear these any longer. So yeah, I'm actually quite gutted because I would have loved this. I also want it longer. Okay, I changed the shorts. I just went with this skirt that I've had for the longest time. This is from Zara. I always find that I get my denim from Zara. I have some H&M mom shorts, but they're way too long, so I love these. And yeah, I think that goes so much better. This is actually the back of the top, and I feel like if you do look close, you can tell the way that it's sat a little bit. But on the back is literally just the lobster. And I know it's like, what is it? Something at the front, party in the back. But I like the party being at the front, so I changed it. So let me know. Everyone loves a graphic tee, and I feel like this one will do really, really well. I'm not obsessed with this t-shirt, and I'm also not obsessed with this skirt. My thing with white skirts is I just can't find one that I'm actually obsessed with. It's just the material. Like when I first picked this out, I thought, yeah, but I know this is for lining, but I'm not obsessed with this, if I'm honest. I don't know if I'm just being silly or if it's what I'm wearing it with. I am gonna pair it with heels, I think. Sorry, excuse me. For now, just because I think that this would be a really cute outfit for abroad, maybe. Okay, I can't remember what outfit we're on, but this is from the same brand. I feel like it's definitely better quality. I do have a pink bra underneath, which is a very silly colour, and you can see it. But I just feel like I'm not crazy about this outfit because there's not a lot of colour in it for me. But I do think when you have a graphic tee, not everybody is gonna like, you know, like bright pink, etc, etc. And this does have it does go together nice because you've got the blue on the top and the blue on the trousers. The trousers are from Stradivarius and the top is from, I can't remember the brand. It's like Kai or something. I'm gonna leave everything linked. But yeah, this is actually, it is a cute outfit. One of the things that I want people to like experiment with a little bit more from my content is colourways and all the different colours that you can put together. So I love blue and yellow together. I obviously think it is quite a popular colourway because I'm going to keep dragging this cardigan out, but obviously this has all of them colours in there, and I just think blue and yellow do go together really well. And as soon as I saw this t-shirt, I thought, right, I'm pairing that with yellow trousers. These are my pair of trousers from ASOS and I love them so much. Also, this t-shirt is definitely better quality just because it's not a light pink or a white that it is completely, it's not see-through. And I actually think that this is actually a really nice outfit. It's not my favourite, but it's not the worst. We're on a second to last outfit and I like this top, I really do. Thing is with this gimbal, it is incredible and it can see everything. So you can probably see my bra again. But then I also have on these green trousers that I got from ASOS a couple of weeks ago. I basically got them to style with this top that I've got. I think it's from Fourth and Reckless. But I do think that this is a cute top. Again though, I'm just not like crazy about the quality. I think it's because I've got a pink bra underneath, what do I expect? But these are some of the most cutest graphic t-shirts, and I do find graphic t-shirts hard to find, but I have seen some similar to this. I'm going to try out the quality. But yeah, they're lovely. What do you think of the green? Guys, I need to remember to drink during this time. Fun fact about me, I have the weakest bladder in the world, so when I do drink, I instantly need a pee. But anyway, one of my favourite brands for graphic t-shirts is Topshop because they have literally the same t-shirt in so many different designs, so I know that the way the sleeves are quite boxy, the fit is quite boxy, the designs are quite funky as well. I've had my eye on this one for a while. This is on the back. Again, I've changed it around. It's not one that I'm obsessed with, but I love the theme. And then I've got these trousers from ASOS as well that when I saw this t-shirt, I thought, oh my god, these are going to go together perfectly. Let me show you some of my favourite Topshop t-shirts. It's a great one. It goes with a pair of red trousers that I've got, great, and it says Sorrento on there. I've actually got a couple of, all of my Topshop t-shirts colourful. Is a pink one that says Saint-Tropez on it, which I again think is really cute. And then I also have this one that says, don't know what that says, but it's basically blue, and it goes with a midi skirt that I've got perfectly. Let's go through the motions together. First and foremost, this is creased to the creased high heavens. Secondly, I don't feel like this suits me. It won't zip up properly at the back, which I'm not mad about. It would if I gave it a tug, but I just feel like it's very childlike. Does that make sense? That sounds really silly, but I think if I ironed it out and I got a nice pair of heels on, I know I've got makeup on and stuff, but if I just got ready, I probably would like it. Like, I feel like the colour is very me, but I don't know, I just feel like I look very young almost. Or the bra, keeping the bra on. Again, I clearly need to order 10 in dresses. I keep ordering 8. I love the colour, I love the design, I love the way that it sits. It's a little bit see-through, but I'm actually obsessed with the way that it goes down, because sometimes I feel like if this doesn't sit right properly, it can look a little bit silly. Like I say, it won't fasten up properly at the back, but that's my fault for ordering the wrong size. And then I love these bows at the top. If it fit properly, would I be crazy about it? Probably. I actually think it's super nice. It's not like, I think this camera will pick it up differently, but it's not like a butter yellow. It's almost like a bit of between like a yellow and a lime green. Ignore like my bra and stuff. Now this for me just doesn't suit my body type, and I sort of knew it. I'm not obsessed with small short dresses anyway. I feel like if it was a little bit more, not shorter, but if it was styled like that, where the top and bottom sat really differently, but obviously longer, that would be so lovely. Almost like a skater dress, because these bows are stunning. This would be cute, like really cute, but it doesn't. It sits like that, which I feel like makes this fit look a bit weird. This is the last one. It's never going to zip up at the side, which is fine. That is fine with me. Again, I've just ordered the wrong size and it's not suiting my belly at all. Like, that's absolutely fine. It's a gorgeous dress. It's a gorgeous colour. I think if I'd have got a perfect size, or if I wasn't on my period, I would be a little bit more obsessed with it. But I'm not crazy about it. But this colour is definitely one of my favourite colours. It's like a peachy pink, if that makes sense. And putting everything away is commencing, so the trainers need putting away. These Sambas definitely are not coming with me, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't know what it is. I've had them for the longest time, and I still... they still rub when I wear them, and when I say wear them, I literally mean for like 5 minutes. If I get a bit of a march on around the shops or something, they cause absolute blisters. But these Adidas specials that I've got don't rub at all, so I don't know what is going on there, but I need to start thinking about things to pack. Hold on. This is my second vlog over the past couple of days, because I've just been... Yesterday's vlog you would have seen before this, where I basically had a facial and stuff like that after, and I've had a lot going on, so I hope that you are enjoying the vlogs. I keep saying, as I've said before, I always video vlogs and I never put them out there, but my resolution for the rest of the year is to get whatever I film out there. Just put it out there to you guys. What I've got a Zara parcel coming for one last outfit of the day, so I'm not taking this makeup off, even though I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. Anyway, the Zara order is here. We have this blue mini skirt that's got sequins all over it, and then I also have this yellow halter neck top as well. I just feel like they go together so well as like such a lovely little outfit. And then I've got on these little heels from Zara. If you have followed me for a while, you'll know that I love heels from Zara. But this is actually such a cute summer outfit. I feel like it would also be a really lovely summer holiday outfit as well. I have the aircon cranked up so I hope you can hear me. Bit of a change of plan. I had to come to town. You're gonna think I'm always when you watch these vlogs, but basically my period came on and I'm always like, stop, fine, like I don't even feel it that much. Yes you do, Libby, yes you do. And because we're going to London tomorrow, I really needed to sort some stuff out. So I went to Boots and I got a TENS machine because my friend has been telling me to get one for ages. She didn't say the Boots brands specifically, but you basically put it on your, well I'm going to put it on my back because that's where the pain is, and then you can basically control it by the little remote, and then you can basically like strap it onto your body. But hopefully, I'm hoping I'll be able to just tuck it in my shorts I'm hoping to wear tomorrow, and then by the time it gets to Friday I'm hoping the pain will ease off a little bit. But this was on discount. I think it was like £50 when it should have been 80. So I got some pads when my period comes on because I am that heavy because of my endo. So I got some more because the ones that I've got were from Amazon and they're really thick. However, these seem just as thick, to be honest, which is obviously what I need, but I was just thinking to put in my handbag and stuff. So I got some postpartum pads. Then I also find I use wipes when I am on my period just because I find it to be cleaner. And I do bleed quite a lot, so I just find it to be better. And then I got the Feminax Express, and then I also got the Panadol period pain to see if that makes any difference as well. And then I always get these if they're ever in stock. I got the Candy Kittens strawberry sweets because they're my absolute favourites, and last time we went to London we had some and I just kept them in my bag, and we had one every so often, you know, when you're walking a lot and it's sunny and stuff and you feel like you just need a bit of sugar, so that's what I've got. Anyway, we're gonna go home now. It's currently 4:30 and I've got a call at 6 for my wedding business, and then I need to pack still and we need to have tea, so I'm gonna stop and get some prawn crackers on the way home because we are having stir fry and I always find that that goes so nice. And then yeah, we're gonna head on with the evening. But I hope you enjoyed the clothes that I tried on. I just took that blue Zara skirt back because it had been way too much. It was lovely, lovely for holiday, but it's one of them items where I'm like, what do I do with it? Like, how do I wash it? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna head back and hopefully not get stuck in traffic. Machine has been turned on and I fear it is the best thing I've ever bought. I've currently got it on 7. Let's turn it on to 8. Oh. I can't explain because I put one on Alex and he was like, no, he was like, take that off. But this is like distracting me from what I'm feeling in my back, which feels incredible. I love it. It's almost making my back go a bit numb, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I just need to decide what I'm going to take to London with me to wear, and then I need to start packing. I've got the packing cubes in the case ready, and Alex has left some stuff out as well that he wants to take. So I'm just going to quickly do that and also go through some of the songs that I've got on Friday's wedding, and then we will wrap this baby up tonight. But I've enjoyed today's vlog. I feel like we've done some self-care bits and I've shown you lots of clothing, which I love. And I really enjoyed my lunch and chat, which I'm going to do so much more, maybe like once a week. So yeah, I just need to do this and I'll be back with you. Right guys, I'm ending the vlog here. I am in significant pain. I have no bottoms on. I have my machine on and I'm going to get into bed and read my book with this on. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me and watching this. I want to say thank you for keeping me company when I was having my lunch. I want to say I hope that you take some inspo from this video to do some things that are for you and to take the little things in life and go with it. I hope you enjoyed some of the outfits that I showed and the colours that you can put together. And if you do like this kind of video, let me know down below, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.